The Forest Postman. Chapter 1. The New Postman. One morning, the animals of the forest were eagerly awaiting the arrival of their new postman. The spring sunlight gently illuminated the trees, and flowers were in full bloom, filling the forest with cheerful voices. The animals gathered, discussing what kind of person the new postman might be. "I wonder what the new postman is like," said Lily the squirrel, her curiosity piqued. Beside her was her close friend, Mimi the rabbit. "I can't wait to meet them," Mimi responded, excitedly. At that moment, a small shadow appeared in the distance. It was Momo, a little mole wearing a brown hat, smiling as she walked with a mail bag slung over her shoulder. The animals warmly welcomed Momo. "Hello, everyone. My name is Momo, and I'll be the new postman in this forest starting today. Please take care of me." Momo greeted cheerfully. The animals applauded and welcomed Momo. "Welcome, new postman," said Lily. "We look forward to working with you, Momo," Mimi added. Momo nodded happily. That afternoon, Momo began her work right away. She opened her mail bag and started delivering letters and parcels to the animals. Carefully distributing the mail, Momo gradually learned the paths through the forest. Momo's diligent and friendly demeanor quickly won the hearts of the forest animals. Not only did she deliver letters, but she also enjoyed talking with the animals. By conversing with Lily and Mimi, Momo learned a lot about the forest. As Momo fulfilled her role as the forest postman, she made new friends and was accepted as a member of the forest. Her kindness and diligence became invaluable to the animals. Thus began Momo's new life. Each day was a new adventure, and she embraced it while gradually learning more about the forest. The animals also appreciated Momo's presence and looked forward to their interactions with her. Chapter 2. The Forest Delivery Route. A few days had passed since Momo started working as the forest postman. Every morning, she woke up early, slung her mail bag over her shoulder, and set out. To deliver letters and parcels, Momo needed to know the forest well. One day, Momo consulted Lily and Mimi. "Everyone, I want to learn the delivery routes in the forest more efficiently. Do you have any suggestions?" Momo asked. "Well, Momo, first you should learn the main places," Lily suggested. "For example, the lakeside, the flower meadow, and the big tree," Mimi added. Momo listened and took notes. That afternoon, Lily and Mimi guided Momo around the main spots in the forest. First, they went to the lakeside. The lake was beautiful, and many animals gathered around it. "This is an important place to deliver mail," Lily explained. Next, they headed to the flower meadow. Colorful flowers bloomed everywhere, with butterflies fluttering about. "This is also an important place. Many animals gather here," Mimi said. Finally, they arrived at the big tree. This tree was a symbol of the forest, and many animals lived around it. "Use this tree as a landmark," Lily suggested. Momo looked up at the big tree, feeling awed by its grandeur. Thanks to Lily and Mimi, Momo memorized the main places in the forest. She now had a better understanding of the delivery routes. Momo continued her deliveries with confidence. One day, while on her delivery route, Momo met a small animal named Peter, who lived deep in the forest. Peter wanted to send a letter but was worried about the difficulty of delivering it because of his remote location. Momo smiled and said, "Don't worry, Peter. I'll make sure your letter gets delivered." Peter felt reassured and handed over the letter. With Peter's letter in hand, Momo ventured deep into the forest. The path was rugged and dense with trees, but Momo persevered. Eventually, she successfully delivered Peter's letter. Through this experience, Momo not only learned the forest's delivery routes but also became more involved in the lives of the animals. Her efforts and kindness became increasingly important to the forest animals. Chapter 3: The Letter's Destination. One day, Momo received a special letter from Mr. Wisely, an owl who lived at the northern end of the forest. Mr. Wisely was known as the sage of the forest, and many animals sought his advice. Delivering a letter to Mr. Wisely might be challenging, but I'll give it my best shot, Momo decided. Mr. Wisely's home was deep in the forest, with a complex and rugged path leading to it. However, Momo did not give up and pressed on. Along the way, Momo met various animals. First, she encountered Harry the hedgehog, who helped guide her through the forest. "Thank you, Harry." Momo expressed her gratitude. Next, she met Turtle, a slow-moving turtle who taught her about the plants in the forest. "There are beautiful flowers blooming ahead on this path," Turtle said. Encouraged by Turtle's words, Momo continued on. Eventually, Momo reached Mr. Wisely's home. From his house atop a large tree, the entire forest was visible. Mr. Wisely warmly welcomed Momo and said, "Thank you for coming, Momo. Thank you for the letter." Mr. Wisely read the letter, which contained words of gratitude from the forest animals. Smiling, Mr. Wisely said, "This shows how much everyone values you." Momo felt deeply moved by his words. On her way back, Momo walked through the forest with her heart full. She realized that delivering letters and interacting with the animals helped her grow. One day, while organizing new letters at the post office, Momo found a letter from Lily to Mimi. The letter contained an important message that Lily wanted to convey to Mimi. Carefully, Momo placed the letter in an envelope and prepared it for delivery. As she delivered Lily's letter, Momo thought to herself, "Letters are truly wonderful. They can convey feelings and thoughts that can't be spoken." Momo felt the importance of delivering letters and cherished her role even more. Through her visits to the letters' destinations, Momo deepened her bonds with the forest animals. The thoughts conveyed through the letters warmed Momo's heart. Chapter 4: Everyone's Messages. Since Momo started working as the forest postman, writing letters became a part of the animals' daily lives. Letters were used to express gratitude and share daily events, creating warm exchanges among the animals. One day, Momo received a special letter. It was a large letter written collaboratively by all the animals in the forest. The letter was filled with words of gratitude and encouragement for Momo. "Thank you, Momo, For everything, read a message from Mimi the rabbit. Thanks to you, every day is enjoyable, wrote Lily the squirrel. Every message warmed Momo's heart. As Momo read the letter, she felt tears welling up. She embraced the animal's feelings and reaffirmed the significance of her work. I'm truly happy to be surrounded by such wonderful friends, Momo thought sincerely. That afternoon, Momo gathered the animals in the central plaza of the forest to express her gratitude. She addressed the animals, saying, "Everyone, thank you so much. Reading this letter made me very happy. I'll keep doing my best." The animals applauded and encouraged Momo. Lily and Mimi rushed to her, saying, "We're glad we wrote the letter, Momo." Momo felt grateful for their words and strengthened her bond with the animals. After that, Momo continued her mail deliveries while deepening her interactions with the animals. She spread the joy of letter writing, helping the animals convey their feelings to each other. One day, while delivering mail, Momo met a new animal. It was Fox, who lived on the outskirts of the forest. Fox was interested in writing letters and asked Momo to teach him how. Momo happily agreed and taught Fox how to write a letter. Writing a letter allows you to convey your feelings, Momo explained gently. Fox was moved by her words and wrote his first letter. Fox's letter was addressed to his friend, Pippi the bird. The letter expressed gratitude and recent events. Pippi read the letter with tears in her eyes. "Thank you, Fox. Your letter made me very happy," Pippi told Fox. Fox felt grateful and realized the beauty of writing letters. Through Momo's efforts, warm messages continued to be delivered to the forest animals. Letters connected the animals' hearts, making the forest feel like one big family. Chapter 5: A Special Letter. One morning, Momo found a special letter at the post office. It was from an old turtle named Cardus, who lived at the southern end of the forest. Cardus had long watched over the forest animals with wisdom. The letter read, "Dear Momo, I will soon be leaving on a journey to a distant place. I want to meet you one last time to express my gratitude." Upon reading the letter, Momo hurried to Cardus's place. She met Cardus and listened to him talk about the contents of the letter. Cardus greeted her with a gentle smile. "Momo, I've lived in this forest for a long time, but I'm truly happy to have met a wonderful postman like you," Cardus said. "Your efforts and kindness have had an immeasurable impact on the forest animals." Momo was moved by his words and replied, "Cardus, I have learned so much from you too. Thank you very much." Cardus smiled and said, "Please continue to take care of our forest friends." After bidding farewell to Cardus, Momo returned to the post office and wrote a letter to Cardus. The letter expressed gratitude and warm thoughts for Cardus's journey. A few days later, Momo received a reply from Cardus. The letter contained Cardus's gratitude and wishes for Momo's future happiness. Momo read the letter with a smile, feeling Cardus's warmth in her heart. From that day on, Momo continued to deliver letters with Cardus's wisdom and kindness in her heart. She strived to ensure that the animals' feelings were always conveyed through their letters. The forest animals also continued to write letters, expressing their feelings and gratitude to each other. The forest was filled with warm and loving exchanges, and everyone felt a deep sense of connection. Momo, the forest postman, continued her important role, connecting the hearts of the animals. Through her dedication, the forest became a place of even greater warmth and unity. And so, Momo's journey as the forest postman continued, creating countless new and heartwarming stories.